Hello everybody and a good day to you all. Today I am talking about Castlevania season number 2. I'm talking about all the seasons as a overall. And you got the directors of this series. You have Sam Dietz, Adam Dietz, and you also have Spencer Wan. They pretty much are directors of throughout this whole entire series. And you have pretty much a continuation from the last season, where you have Trevor Belmont's Cypher and Alucard, which is just Dracula backwards. That is a terrible name. I don't know why Dracula named his son that. Why? You couldn't think of a better name? All you did was take his name and put it backwards and give it to his son. That's just sad and lazy. And no wonder his son hates him so much. Well, anyway, in the first season, Dracula's wife, his human wife, gets killed by a priest. Because they feel as though all she was doing was helping people using medicine. That's it. That's all she was doing. But she was doing old medicine back in the day. It seemed like this must be set in the future, I guess. And she was using like modern day medicine, modern day technology, modern day science to help out people. But I guess somewhere along the lines, it got forgotten. It got forgotten about. So when the priest found out about this, they thought she was using witchcraft and magic and dark arts. And she said, no, it's helping people. And so they killed her and burned her alive. And she kept trying to warn them, don't do this because my husband is a bad man and he's trying to be good. Okay, if you hurt me, he's gonna do a lot of bad things. So don't do this. So they don't listen to her. They think she's a witch and she worships the devil. So they kill her. So it's just like always, they gotta kill her. And so they burn her alive. And so now you have in this season here, you got Dracula. He's pissed off. He's kind of sulking. He's mourning the loss of his wife. And so he gathers in all his troops and his armies to come together to pretty much kill every human on the planet. He doesn't care how they do it. He doesn't care how long it takes. As long as all the humans are dead, that's pretty much all. That's all he cares about. And that's pretty much all he does is sulk throughout this whole entire series. He barely does anything. But the interesting part is, you get to see new people who's part of his army. You get to see 2 humans, Isaac, whose voice I messed up his name. I'm pretty sorry about this. Who's voiced by Eddie Tucumbo, McCormick, and you have Hector, who's voiced by Theo James. Now these are the only humans that Dracula trusts. And they're pretty much his right-hand men. Even though a lot of vampires don't really like this, don't understand why Dracula chose these people. But the thing is, though, they have a special gift where they can pretty much control the dead, or bring the dead back to life, or make them do things. Yeah. But they're different personalities. You got Hector, who's very, very sweet, a little bit naive. He thinks kind of like a child. And to him, he had a lot of pets that he brought back to life that he kept with him as his pets, and to him that was just perfectly normal. And his parents thought he was weird and a freak, and so he just couldn't understand that. He thinks everything's gonna be all peaceful and lovely, and he's all down with killing the humans. He has no problem with that because he feels as though there's too many humans on the planet anyway, and it just do a nice little culling, and just narrow down the population a little bit, and so everything will be good. But then you have Isaac, also a human, who is very disturbed. He's black. He was a slave. He was abused, especially by the priests, and so he knows how messed up humanity is. He knows how messed up mankind is, and so he feels as though, yep, they all need to die. They all need to die. Every single one of them. If you how many you want to kill, how many you want to die, I don't care. As Dracula wants them to die, they will die. And he got so used to being abused by the person who was like raising him, this priest was raising him, he does it to himself now. Interesting about Isaac is he's freaky to the vampires. He scares them. When you have a vampire who calls himself Godbrand, who's voiced by Peter Starsmore, coming into the room, watching him whipping himself with a whip with spikes in it, messing his back up, and that freaks him out, you know you're messed up. You know you're messed up. But even though you get to know all these a lot of Dracula's troops and know what's going on, you can see their backstories and like a little bit of their origins. Nothing really happens in the first couple episodes of the series. It's a very slow pace. I mean, it's not it's not entertaining and it's not engaging. I am enjoying the show and I'm enjoying the voice actors in it, and getting to know the backstory of the characters is fantastic, but nothing's really going on. Nothing really. You also get introduced to, I guess, Godbrand, who is a vampire, but he's also a Viking, and he pretty much he want to do what Vikings do: pillage, rape, and kill. That's pretty much all he does. That's his mentality. That's pretty much how far as he goes. He goes where he wants to go, kills who he wants to kill, take what he want to take, rape who he want to rape, and then kills them. And that's pretty much his life pattern. That's pretty much all he feels as though he's doing. And you got Dracula, who's trying to control, keep him on the line, sort of. Not really, but hey, he has his two-head right man, like keep him in line, so to focus them in the right direction. And he doesn't care if he's just full of destruction and rape, but he want to rape and pillage and kill. That's fine. As long as he does it to the humans, that's all that matters. And then you have what's going on with Cariola. I can't say how to pronounce his name. She's voiced by Jamie Murray, and she's a vampire too. And she wants to be in charge. So you see her plotting and scheming throughout the entire series because she had men in charge, other vampire men who've been in charge of her for a long time, and they all seem weak to her. They all seem like weak little boys, do not know what they want, and they just pretty much take out their frustration on her. She said, "No, I'm not doing that ever again. Never, that's not happening to me again." And so she sees Dracula as some mopey, weak little man crying over a pet. So you see her plotting and scheming against him to get what she wants. So that's what you got going on with the whole vampire world. But then you have Trevor, Cypher, and Alucard working together to pretty much kill Dracula. Because if his plan goes through, all the humans die. And then all the humans die, what are they going to eat? So that's not good. I mean, not... You know, they might not want to... Not the humans, but I'm saying though, if all the humans are dead, everything that's vampires, it's just chaos. So you see them working together to try to stop this, and you see, and you got Trevor and Alucard. They act more like brothers because they get on each other's nerves, but you can tell they have respect for one another at the same time too. But they like to poke at one another and pick at each other throughout this whole entire series, and it's very kind of sweet, but it's also funny at the same time too. And it has like a brotherly love mentality between them, because you can tell they respect one another, but they just can't help but just poke at each other at the same time too. Just to bother them. And then you have Cypher, who pretty much like the grown up in the group. She's the mature one, trying to balance them two out, trying to keep them under control, and kind of also keep them focused. And you also see like a relationship start to form between Cypher and Trevor at the same time too. And watching their whole dynamic is just great and fun. Watching them on their journey, trying to get to the Belmont household to get the information that they need to pretty much take on these vampires. But like I said, for the first couple episodes, not really a lot happened. This whole series is pretty much a whole bunch of setup to get to the end, to the last and final battle. I mean, nothing wrong with that. It was it wasn't paced bad, and it wasn't like so long and boring. It's just that nothing really goes down. Not really a lot of action. Like little skirmishes here and there, but not really a lot really that went down throughout this whole entire series. When it got to the end, it pays off in a big way, and once you see it happen, you just you actually cheer. But again, it's a very slow pace series. And overall, I did enjoy it a whole lot. The animation, the animation when it comes to the action sequences and the fight scenes is done quite well. Now, but the thing is though, but the other time the animation, with the movement of the characters seems a little bit too stiff and a little wooden, and sometimes they feel like they have no weight to them. Like there's scenes where you see them, like you see two characters walking through the field, and it looks like they're not actually walking on the ground that they're walking on, like they're hovering above it, instead of like you see their weight actually hit it, because the movement seems a little bit too stiff, and so it doesn't feel like they actually are walking on the ground. It looks like kind of like floating above it a little bit. But when it comes to the action sequences, that's the scenes where it look like they took the most time and most animation went into, and so when you see them fight, it's like, oh, fantastic. There's a scene where you got Trevor taking on all these monsters by himself, and the action sequence between that was just like fantastic, and especially towards the end when you got You got Trevor, you got Cypher, and you got Alucard all taking on Dracula and watching him go at him. And because the thing is, though, throughout this whole entire series, Dracula doesn't really do anything but mope. That's all he does. That's it. But when he gets to the end, when he finally fighting his son, and you see him going up against his son, you see him going against Trevor, you see him going against Cypher, you fully, because the thing is, though, you realize throughout the series, he hasn't really been feeding. But even though he's not feeding, you can still feel the power that he has. Like why he is the king, why he's on top. When he's going after, you see the people. Like you got Belmont, Trevor, who's been trained since the child to take on monsters. You got Alucard, who is his son, and Cypher, who has magic, go after this one guy who hasn't been feeding. So he's not even at the pinnacle of his power. He's weaker, and he's beating the crap out of them. I just, oh, the power that he has is like, oh, it's amazing. Like, woo. And so you get an understanding on why, like, you got Carmelia has to pretty much do her plotting and scheming from the background, or why Godbrand, even though he's trying to act like he's reckless, he doesn't care, bows down in front of him. I just like, okay, I get it. I get it. But like I said, overall, great series. I really do. I enjoy this, even though it's a lot of it just set up to the end, and also set up for the next season. I really did enjoy getting to know the characters on Dracula's side, even though not all of them was on Dracula's side. But watching them, getting to know their origins, their backgrounds, their motivations was just great. I really did enjoy that. This series is a whole lot of fun. A whole lot of fun. So leave your comments down below. Let me know what you thought about this series, Castlevania. If you haven't watched it, check it out for yourself. Take my word for it. Hopefully you watch it. You would enjoy having watching it too. And to give this series a grade, I'll give it a solid B. I'll give it a solid B. So, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. So give my channel a big like, hit the thumbs up, shaboop, and subscribe to my channel and share. I would appreciate it, like I always say, in my dreams and in my life, I am the Ninja Rabbit. Peace out, peoples.